Before this video starts, I just want to give a massive shout out to all my channel members. If you want to receive a shout out, then become a channel member today and you'll be shown on screen like all these other channel members here. Anyways, enjoy the video. In version 14.3, we got a whole new collab. This is with Baki Hanma, son of Ogre, and along with it comes brand new collab units. One of these units added is a particular Beefcake Cat who has learned the ways of the demon back, this being Ogre Cat. But how does learning the way of the demon back affect their abilities and strength? Well, this video will discuss Ogre Cat's stats and their abilities, and their overall performance on the battlefield. While a lot of the stats will be focused on level 30, the footage shown here is of a level 50 Ogre Cat. Ogre Cat is a super rare unit who has a 50% chance to knock back and slow aliens. The slow lasts for 3 seconds or 3.6 seconds with treasures. They also have a 10% chance to land a savage blow. They have 25,500 health and deal 12,750 damage per hit. They also have 350 range, a cost of 1200 to send out, has 2 knockbacks, and a cooldown of 21.2 seconds. There are 2 ways this unit can be used, as a generalist and as an anti-alien. I want to focus on their generalist qualities first, as they do have the stats to be a pretty solid ranged generalist. When looking at the health stats of Ogre compared to some of the other generalist super rares, Ogre is on the higher end and having nearly the exact same health as Seafarer. As for raw damage, Ogre is also on the higher end, sitting between Pizza and Seafarer in terms of raw damage. Even their DPS is on the higher end, being on a similar level as Pizza. They even have a lot of similar extra stats such as cooldown, cost, and range with some of these generalist super rares. However, it should be noted that other super rares also have ways to boost their general stats with talents, and for some, even gain additional abilities to further boost their damage output, either through Housewife's Savage Blow or Pizza's Wave. As for Ogre stats, however, they're still rather good for a super rare that lets them work very similar to their other super rare contemporaries. Another thing that works in their favor is their fast animations, as they have a very fast force swing of only 14 frames, allowing them to get their hits in at a similar pace to Slapsticks. Their Savage Blow is on the lower chance of activating, only having a 10% chance to activate. This is lower than the likes of Housewife's Savage Blow, but the extra damage it does provide is really solid, though again, due to the low activation chance, I wouldn't rely on it too much. As a generalist unit, their pros and cons allow them to join in with the other super rare generalists, though due to not getting all the extra boosts some units get via talents, they may fall behind a little bit, but if you have space in your lineup for them, or lack of better options, then they're quite worth bringing as a generalist backliner. They also have a specialized role as an anti-alien crowd controller with the 50% chance to slow for 3 seconds or 3.6 seconds with treasures and knock back aliens. Their slow uptime is already 96% even before treasures, and if you apply treasures, this uptime shoots to 116% uptime. However, you do need to contend with their knockback, which is a double-edged sword. In quite a few stages, it could be a solid form of crowd controlling, but in others, it can be more harmful than it is good, but it really depends on the stage. If the stage is mostly aliens, then paying extra attention to the backliners present is needed, but if the stage only has 1 or 2 major alien threats, then it's really a non-issue to keep that specific alien crowd controlled, as every other enemy will still be put. Compared to Seafarer in terms of pure crowd controlling, Seafarer has a better set of abilities, especially post-freeze talent Seafarer, as having 160% freeze uptime with a 60% chance to freeze allows you to shut down way more enemies. The only enemy they have a real advantage over Seafarer is with Raging Bahamut and Suidae Pigicus, but even then Pigicus is immune to their knockback. Is that to say Ogre is a bad crowd controller? Not at all, but Seafarer's crowd controlling is better in 99% of situations due to the nature of freeze being the strongest form of crowd controlling on top of their activation chance. Granted, you can easily pair the both of them up together as they don't have any sort of overlapping crowd control, allowing you to maximize all sorts of crowd controlling against the alien enemies. So, how good is Ogre Cat overall? Ogre Cat is a surprisingly competent super rare unit, having stats in line with some of the best super rare generalists. This allows Ogre Cat to be used in a wide range of situations, and in some situations, may even be one of the best options to bring. Ogre Cat as a generalist backliner allows him to be relevant in all stages of the game, even after getting talents for super rares, only really falling off when you get a ton of plus levels on your other super rares. As an anti-alien, their abilities are also rather solid, being able to keep whole groups of aliens easily crowd controlled, but seeing as Seafarer is so much stronger in terms of pure crowd controlling, they work best at supplementing Seafarer's crowd controlling. In stages with heavy alien presence and a strong backliner, they may not be the best, but outside this situation, their crowd controlling works extremely well. With all that said, I want to thank you for watching this analysis of Ogre Cat. If you thought this insight was interesting, then be sure to give it a like and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy Battle Cat's content, and comment down below your thoughts on Ogre Cat. I'd love to hear what you all think of them. Also, shout out to the following channel members: Dr. Deadly, Potato King, Gross Cat the Best, Barely Grover, Ian Dean, Megamix, and Uberlist for being silver members or higher. If you want to receive a shout out like these channel members here, then become a silver member or higher today. Becoming a channel member supports what I do in a way that helps keep the lights on, and channel members receive an exclusive role on my Discord server, for which you can find a link to in the description down below. Anyways, I hope you have a wonderful day.